I don't know what you think you know, but you don't.
Howard was working as an undercover when he met your mom. She worked as an informant for him, and then the relationship became something else, and then you came along. Is that why you shot him? Because you found out he was your father? Tariq St. Patrick. We meet again.
Alright, so for today's video, I will go over some ideas regarding both Shannon and Blanca. Like, this video is basically going to be, about them and some similarities and some things that may add up in the future, right? In Raising Kanan, we see Shannon trying to go after Kanan for the shooting of Detective Howard. But what could happen, since Shannon is good at her investigation, I think she'll put two and two together and find out the real truth, and that it was Raquel who made Kanan shoot Howard in order to get rid of Unique and take him off the streets so she can have the streets for herself. Even though Rock did say she had paid the cops to keep them off her back, you would think it would be like that in the original Power, where everyone was hands on deck when it came to Lobos and the Jimenez cartel. And since Sal and the Italians are moving heavyweight in Jersey, wouldn't it make sense for the Jersey detectives and cops to come out and investigate on what's been going on? Even though Shannon and Blanca are the same, but the real question is, how will their stories end? Blanca was from a different district when she got called in for the Raymond Jones shooting, right? That's how she got roped into the whole mayhem that's happened. And now she is going after Tariq again, since Mecca was her CI. Now the only difference is Blanca not only will have Tariq, but could also have Tommy as well. And since she told Mecca that Tariq killed Ghost, she might even put two and two together that Tariq helped Tommy flee and leave the city. That's where both the stories are different. Rock lied to Kanan about everything, which made Kanan shoot and almost kill Detective Howard. And Tariq will be involved with Blanca again. Not only will he have to deal with her, but also the Tejada family and Tommy as well. Both Shannon and Blanca have important roles to fill. Since Shannon and Jukebox have this like weird little relationship, but we all know that she will give Jukebox the idea of becoming a cop, and also in creating a bigger monster than Kanan. Keep in mind here, because we also saw from the original Power when the whole robbery happened, when she shot the guy who she was working with, and when she was a cop in DC, we don't really know what else crazy shit she was doing, right? We don't know what other crazy shit she was doing in DC. Yeah, she was a corrupted cop, but y'all already know those cops out there who are basically crooked cops are gang members with badges. You know how that story goes. Yeah, I'm a cop. Now open up your legs and say cheese, nigga.
Right.
And for Blanca, her future is still unknown, as I think Tariq could flip her to his side, or something happens where she can get killed. Because Tariq doesn't have any family in New York, no more restrictions, or anyone to hold any advantage over his head. So this season, Tariq is going to be crazy. And you know what they say, when a man has nothing else to lose, he becomes a bigger monster. A crazy fucking bigger monster. So I think that between like Shannon and like Blanca, like both of them is basically gonna be like, I guess, worse in a sense, and respectively they're gonna be worse in their own way and stuff, because yeah, Shannon is obviously still looking after like the whole Kanan and the whole thing that happened, but I think with her it's like a big rabbit hole. Because yeah, she's going after Kanan because she has motive in believing that yeah, he was responsible for shooting Detective Howard, but she still doesn't know all of the like the facts and the details. But I think that in season 3 of Raising Kanan, she is gonna have all. Well, she is gonna do her investigation work, and she's gonna find like more of the truth and be like, okay, so this was basically Rock's plan. And this is why I was also thinking too that Rock hasn't had any sort of like police challenge her, even though like Detective Howard was threatening her. Like he was like, oh yeah, if you don't tell Kanan like who I am, I'm gonna do something about that. But I'm talking about like actual police, like really to go after like her drug business, how it was back in like in the original Power, where like before Angela was to like, before she was like investigating like James St. Patrick, it was originally Lobos. It was originally Lobos, and then it was the Jimenez cartel, and all of like the local other gangs that was involved with Lobos in the first season. So it's like, how come in Raising Kanan we haven't quite got that, and it's more of a rabbit hole where she's trying to go after Kanan to understand why he shot Detective Howard, even though her story and how she aligned it up, it didn't it is part of it is true, but it's most of it is not really true, because she's still missing like some key details as to why he shot Howard in the first place. But I think she is gonna figure it out that, oh, wait a minute, I think it was Rock that made him do it. So maybe it is gonna be, maybe a Shannon versus Rock. I can kind of see maybe in season 3, even though, Detective Howard's gonna try to get it under wraps, but it's like a nagging itch that she has, even though a lot of people say that she's coming off as stalkerish and creepy, but that's what she is. And she's basically a dog with a bone. That's what it is. Like, she got this itch, and she's gonna I think probably come after Rock in season 3 when she get maybe more information. But I think at first she's gonna be confused as to why Howard would even go through the trouble to even defending the fact that Kanan and his son and all this. Like, why would he go through the trouble into doing that? But I think she's gonna figure it out that something's going on. At first she probably might think that it is gonna be like, yeah, they all working together, but it's gonna be wrong from what she's depicting. And I figure she will figure out like later, like, I think Rock was the one to have done it and stuff. But the question is, what will she do when she figures out like the truth, the real reason, and what's gonna happen there? And then you move over to Blanca's case. It's like, again, Blanca, her future is still kind of like up in the air, because as I said in my previous videos, I was like, well, if Tariq doesn't really flip her to his side, then she's most likely gonna have to go. Because I was like, okay, because Mecca was, obviously her CI, and he was gathering up a lot of information, as which was said in season 2, the GOAT of global snitching, because he was the world famous snitch for snitching on a lot of people, and he was also the one to have brought down Lobos, the snitch that brought down Lobos. So, you look at Blanca's case, it's like, well, she's gonna be back in Tariq's limelight, and then eventually Tommy, and then the Tejada family. So what's gonna happen to her? And I still believe that Tariq could flip her, because if we don't see Rashad Tate back in season 3, then he might be able to have like some sort of information, because I think so. Because I think the whole plan is going to be for him to obviously get out of another situation. But, I mean, she's also another person who has like a dog with a bone too. Because even though she went away for like a while, but now she's back. So I don't know how strong her pursuit is going to be. Because think about it. It was damn near career suicide when everybody tried to come after James St. Patrick. Niggas lost their job. It was so bad that they lost their job or got killed for it. So it's like, it's damn near career suicide. So Tariq is basically, well, I shouldn't say Tariq. It's more like the St. Patrick family. I wouldn't say cursed, but it's just, that plot armor is too strong. So it's like anybody who comes near that shit just gets burnt. So I think this time, if Blanca's gonna have to go after Tariq again, it has to be concrete and it has to be strong. Which Saxe might come involved, but I don't know if she's gonna even want to get involved with Saxe again, because again, that was career suicide. Like, we all saw what happened with Saxe. So I don't know. I feel like, well, see, I was gonna say, well, no, because both cops have something to lose, but it's just that one cop was already burnt before, and the other one is, she's gonna get screwed. Well, she's getting screwed over, but she gotta look over her shoulder. So it's quite interesting, and I kind of see like the comparisons as to why both cops is doing the things that, well, yeah, both of them are doing what they're doing. So it's interesting. But post your comments down below on what do you think of like Detective Burke, and what you think of Blanca, like how you think all of this is gonna play out. Do you think that they're gonna actually get their guys? I don't think so. And also, if they was to die, let me know. Like, give me some of your ideas and stories. Cause I'm really curious because Blanca's back, and then Shannon is being Shannon. So, all right. Yeah. Post your comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I catch you all in the next one.